tonight, starter Luis Garcia.
He's definitely got the experience and he's got the history of being successful on that mound. It's just a matter of going out and executing.
George Springer leads things off. 2-2 pitch is a called third strike. Springer knew it. Started heading to the dugout as soon as that ball was received by Martin Maldonado. So a good start for Luis. Here's Bo Bichette. There you go. 0-2 pitch, and Luis Garcia finishes off Bichette with a nasty cutter. So getting Springer looking on the fastball and getting Bichette swinging, now facing Vlad Guerrero Jr. See the last 5 pitches. We've seen 4 cutters and a 4-seamer.
He's out.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. is called out with a timer violation. So Luis Garcia strikes out the side. He gets 1 called, 1 swinging, and 1 on the timer. The cycle of strikeouts to start the game.
And they will get a look at right-hander Jose Barrios.
Barrios coming off his best start of the season against Tampa Bay. It was abbreviated because he got hit on a comebacker and pitched just 5 innings.
Mauricio Dubon bounces one up the middle. Bichette's got to hurry and gets the throw there in time. 1 down.
Alex Bregman stands in.
A little more motion on the mound as this one is popped straight up. And who's going to take charge? Matt Chapman comes in. There were 4 of them there. And Chapman finally just said, everybody get out of the way. I got it.
2 out, no one on for the DH. Yordan Alvarez, left-handed hitter, batting .276, .394 on base percentage. 1-2. Ground ball softly hit right side. Coming on Merrifield. He's got it. Throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 first for Jose Barrios. Top of the second, Luis Garcia struck out the side in the first. Needed 11 pitches. Faces Dalton Varsho.
Swing and a miss. Got him on the changeup. How about that? Luis Garcia starting out the game with 4 consecutive strikeouts. Here's Matt Chapman.
3-2. And that's high ball 4.
Chapman's on with 1 out for Alejandro Kirk.
He's down to the count here, 0-2. And he goes down swinging. Luis Garcia with his 5th strikeout already. And 2 away here in the second.
Quick work as some of these Blue Jay hitters.
Now he'll deal with Whit Merrifield. Nobody has better numbers other than Springer in a small sample size against Luis than Whit Merrifield. Wow, Luis Garcia has struck out 6 through 2 innings.
And there's 1 away. And now it's Kyle Tucker's turn.
Fastball grounded. Nice play by Guerrero. And how about that throw to Barrios? Covering it first, a play we have seen Vladdy make time and time again already this season.
So 2 outs and no one on for shortstop Jeremy Pena.
Pena is hit with a breaking ball. That'll be the first base runner for the Astros. Jeremy Pena hit by a pitch with 2 outs.
And that'll bring up David Hensley getting a start in left field tonight.
Pena on the move, and the throw by Kirk won't be in time. Alejandro Kirk's throw bouncing in there. Jeremy Pena with his team leading 5th stolen base of the year.
3-2. Low, ball 4. After getting the first 2 outs of the inning, Barrios hits Pena and walks Hensley. First walk allowed by Barrios.
It'll be interesting to watch as this game develops. Here's Jake Myers having a good series. I think the Astros a lead early. That ball smoked to center field. Kiermaier all the way back, looking up. It's off the top of the wall. Pena scores. Hensley's going to score. 2-0 Astros. Jake Myers drives in 2 with a bolt off the right center field wall.
Right now, the biggest problem the Blue Jays have is they got to figure out Luis Garcia. 3 innings, no hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts.
2 away. Here's Varsho.
That's a fair ball. Down the line, ricocheting out to Tucker and right. Varsho on his way to second and in there ahead of the throw with a double.
So he's in scoring position for Chapman. Chapman probably the hottest hitter in baseball.
Popped up on the infield. Alex Bregman right near the line will put it away for the final out of the inning. Luis allows his first hit of the night but works around it and is looking strong through 4.
And there's 1 out. So when Merrifield stands in, struck out his first time.
This is popped up down the right field line, and it's a fair ball. Merrifield with a bloop single, and he has now reached base in all 14 games in which he has appeared this season. So Merrifield aboard, Kiermaier the batter.
Runner on the go, and the pitch is low. Maldi's throw bouncing in there, and out at second base. How did Pena do it? I have no idea how they got the out.
And Gil Kim is saying challenge.
Merrifield feels like he should still be at second. They challenged the call. So I think the oven mitt is still on the bag, but is there definitive proof?
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner's out.
Yeah, I think Merrifield has reason to be a little angry.
So 2 down. Here's Bo Bichette, who is 0 for 2.
Ground ball, backhanded by Abreu, needs help from Garcia, leads him perfectly for the final out of the inning. Luis Garcia, 6 shutout innings so far.
And that's the second out. Boy, this guy's gotten off to a great start this year. Here's Matt Chapman. Here's the 2-2. Did he go? Yes, he did. First base umpire Brian Honora rings him up. Chapman couldn't hold up on that slider. And that is the 9th strikeout of the ball game for Luis Garcia. 7 shutout innings. And there's 2 outs here in the 7th. Here's Hensley.
To center field, but not deep. Kiermaier there. And that is 7 innings in the books for Jose Barrios. Dusty Baker has made a move to the pen. Here is Rafael Montero. Montero's really good, but I bet you the Blue Jays, no matter who is coming out of the bullpen, are glad to be rid of Luis Garcia.
Kirk is on the lead off the top of the 8th for Toronto.
Santiago Espinal to first base.
And the batter is Whit Merrifield, who singled in the 5th.
That's a fair ball. Hit the bag and rolling all the way down into the corner. Espinal is on his way to third. He is getting away. There will be no relay throw to the plate. It's an RBI double by Merrifield, and the Blue Jays are on the board.
The bases are loaded with nobody out for George Springer.
And now Dusty Baker's going to make the move. Here is Brian Abreu. It is now a 2-1 game. The Blue Jays have a run in. They have the bases loaded. There's nobody out. And the top of the order is coming up. Now this guy is, and can be at least, as tough as it gets. George Springer is trying to change this game with one swing of the bat.
Big pitch, bases loaded in a 1-run game. And a line drive caught by Bregman. George Springer can't buy a break.
And a pitch timer violation on Bo Bichette, so he is down in the count 0-1.
Back to the slider and a swinging strike. Brian Abreu 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam here in the 8th.
2 down, and it's up to Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who is 0 for 3.
Big pitch upcoming to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Fly ball, center field. One of the greatest bullpen performances early in the season you will see. Bases loaded, no outs. Springer, Bichette, Guerrero Jr., and the 1-run lead preserved by Brian Abreu.
The bases are loaded with Astros. And Jose Abreu comes to the plate.
Little punch shot, that's going to work. In the left field for a hit. Dubon scores. Bregman scores. Big 2 RBI single by Jose Abreu. It's now 4-1 Astros.
Adam Simber faces Kyle Tucker with 2 on the first pitch, and Tucker ropes it into right center for a base hit. Alvarez chugging around third and coming home. The throw to the plate by Kiermaier up the first base line and not nearly in time. Kyle Tucker with an RBI single, and the Astros lead is 5-1. And now it's Jeremy Pena's turn. He's 0 for 2.
Pena sends one high. He sends one deep. He sends one out.
And the Astros have broken this one open. It's 8-1. The Jays are down to their final out. Danny Jansen bats for the first time.
Fly ball right field. Kyle Tucker is underneath it. And the Astros have won a series against the Blue Jays. A big 8-1 victory.